Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It's 11:08 p.m. UK time. Heading towards the witching hour. We are going to delve deep tonight. We're going to look into the looking glass. You can ask me questions. Hello there in Sweden. Hello there, Stooge. You're working for the next hour? Oh, bless you. Well, good evening or good afternoon or good morning. Wherever you all are, good morning in Brisbane. Is it warming up a bit over there yet? Are you still in your winter? How are you all doing? Hello there, Bam. Let's get my coffee. Hi, Kim. Well, we're going to delve deep tonight. We're going to look into the looking glass. She's been in the garden all day. It's still winter, is it, in Australia? Oh, you missed us on Tuesday. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I've just been outrun with work. You've got another 2 clips going out this week. For the ones who never seen the Sunday on Twitch. I've got a channel going out for you, and we've got part of the world predictions as well. Which again, it's important information. Because not everybody gets to come on my Twitch, so I've clipped bits for you. Good evening there, Maria. Hi, sweetheart. Franco, I got some avocado cuttings through the post from Australia this morning. Oh, lovely. You'll have to let us know how they get on. It's one thing I haven't grown quite a few things, but I fancy growing it. I haven't grown it yet. One of my lovely client friends, she's got a lemon tree in her garden. I think that would be rather nice, wouldn't it? Good evening in Denmark. Ulrike. Am I pronouncing your name right? Ulrike. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Hello there, Dawn on YouTube in Florida. Is it hot over there? Good evening, Mickey. Hi, Jenny on Twitch in Wales. Has it been raining down there? Because it's been raining cats and dogs up here in the north. Hi there, Catherine. And hi there, Christina. Good evening to everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Well, I've got a little bit of an announcement to make. I'll wait for a few more to come on. I mean, it's not a major announcement, but, you know. Yeah, so I've been really, really busy. Really busy. And I couldn't even tell you. Hiya, Debbie. You grew an avocado from a seed, and the winter this year killed it. Oh, no. I couldn't even tell you what's going on. I know little bits of the news, but not all of it. You'll have to fill us in with everything. Because sometimes I think you can't keep spinning and spinning and spinning stuff. You have to let things slowly unfold. Region Rita, which is Debbie on Twitch, it was 7 feet tall. It's funny because my yucca plant, I've had some gardeners out today to look at my front garden. My yucca plant's completely dying. And it was like beautiful. It was like something, it looked like a palm tree. It was in the middle of my garden, and it's all like someone's beamed it. You know, I get up in the morning, it's all frazzled. Very strange. So I'm going to get all that sorted out. And once I had a beautiful lavender bush, and it nearly covered the whole garden. It was huge. And I got up in the morning, that was burnt as well. And it's nothing to do with the hot weather over here, so I really don't know what's going on. I think I keep getting beamed. Or there's something going on in the atmosphere. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon or early evening in Mississippi? It's lovely to see you all. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Good evening, Soul Traveller in Michigan. Am I saying that right? I get pulled over all the time, for spelling wrong, pronunciations wrong, but I am dyslexic, guys. And I am a bit of a dizzy girl, so, you know what I mean. You've got a money plant? Oh, that's brilliant. Can you hear us okay? I'm in my kitchen. I'm just the girl what talks to the wall. Right, so I've never had it yet. I did have one made, and the guy who was making it for us ran off with it after so I couldn't access it, and I paid him a load of money, and I learned then, that was back in the early noughties. So I'm having a website made, and it's going to be a backup. So I'm going to be able to stream on it. It's going to be my own website. I'm going to have my own app. I'm going to have a merch shop for you guys. And we'll wait and see what comes of that. I just think you're best to have backups, and just in case, you never know. But I'm really grateful for having my Twitch and my YouTube. But after certain people are being taken down, Stephen Hilton's just been taken down off YouTube. Awful. He had a massive following. And as you know what he was covering everything, what's going on with the children and stuff like that. And I just think it's really dark times we're living in. Really dark times. So I thought, right, Louise, you've got to get your act together here. And that's what's going to be made. So I'm going to have my own merch shop. Nothing fancy, guys. Just mugs and caps and t-shirts and stuff like that. Maybe the odd candle. That type of thing. With possibly my sayings on, like sit back and let's look into the looking glass, and just quirky stuff like that for yous. And we'll see how it goes. But got to make it yet. It's got to get done. But it's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted a website, and with us always being busy, it's taken us all my time to do all the editing and stuff on YouTube and that. So I'm going to get a professional person in to do it. So yeah, and it's going to be where I can stream on it as well, just in case. And I may even do classes. I've been thinking about it. I'm just getting used to doing all these shows. So there's balance step by step. But if I do the classes, they will be very reasonable, and I'll probably do psychic development classes, and that type of thing. Yeah, I could have bookings. I could have a booking calendar. You name it, I'm going to have it on there. But at the moment, if you need to contact us for a reading, you can email us. The link will be in the description of all my videos. And also you can contact us on Facebook. And somebody says that they're going to start monetizing on Twitch. So Twitter, because I could multi-stream through there as well if I wanted to. I've tried multi-streaming on Facebook, but I got attacked by a load of trolls. It wasn't so much attacked, they were pretending to be me with identity fraud, and then contacted the people who were in the stream. So I disconnected it from Facebook for the time being. But it's something I'm going to get looked into with that. But I looked into Twitter, and I thought that would be nice to stream through there, where you can get paid on there. But apparently, don't quote us, I didn't read it properly, but apparently you've got to have so many millions of views before you start to get monetized on there. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to look into that. And obviously, I haven't got a big Twitter following. It's just something I have on there. To be fair, I just have Twitter to go on and have a nib to see what's going on. But I do take bookings all over the place. Well, we've got to be one step ahead of things, haven't we? It's 100 degrees. Where are you living, Marilyn? Marilyn on YouTube says it's 100 degrees and it's 5:15 p.m. in the afternoon. Wow. That is hot. My good God. That's when you need your aircon, don't you? It's a must. Discord is frozen, is it? I'll have to check that out. And I'm going to start taking live calls again. It was just getting the moderator, and hopefully me and Debbie, and I'll need some more moderators to do that as well. So give us a thumbs up in the comment if you would like to be moderators on Twitch, to my Twitch followers. Are we going in Discord tonight? I don't feel so, unless you want to. We could try it out. It's just been a bit... What do you think, Debbie? I don't know if she's busy or not. I need some more moderators to do it. I've got it's all whizzing up, yeah. See, they're all into your gardening and stuff like that. That's nice. Lou, key people from the USA come to Romania these days. We writer in YouTube, please say a prayer. We get rain. Fires are bad. Okay, which part is that? As I just send it to the whole of the USA. We could do that, couldn't we? Oh, that's nice, Christine. Christine Goldsworth in Twitch is thinking about writing a book. Yeah, a lot of people don't like being moderators. It's quite a task. Some people just like to sit and watch us. Do you know what I mean? But thumbs up to moderators on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you so much, because we wouldn't have this if we didn't have the help with my lovely moderators, my lovely friends. It's nearly Venus in retrograde, yeah. Fire's still in Canada, so we'll have to do something spiritual tonight then, won't we? Right, let's get my coffee. We've got 271 in all together on the multi-stream. Ontario, Canada is getting fires. Horrendous. There's been a lot of rain over here and it's chopping and changing. It's more like autumn over here than it is summer. So I really don't know. I don't know if that's it for the UK or we've finished our summer or not. I really don't know. Give us a 5-5 if you can hear us, because some people are saying that they've got a bad internet connection. Right, for new people coming in, yeah, that's good. For new people coming in, I'm going to invoke all the angels in. I've got my spiritual bell. And for healing, if you need healing, just write the name in the comments section. It could be a person, it could be an animal, it could be anything. Or for yourself, and you will receive the healing. Okay? It's timeless. And we need to all help each other, basically, don't we? Okay? So it's about supporting each other, isn't it? So if I can, zoop this up with Reiki before I come on, that's helping everybody. And don't forget, there's a lot of psychics that follow us and healers in the audience as well. So we're all here to help each other. Oh, yes, definitely, Teddy. Okay, so let's start. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Ra, to come in to give us 2 answers tonight And any star beings who would like to come through, anybody from the angel realm, angels, any star people who would like to telecommunicate from on-world, off-world, and anybody from the elemental or the animal kingdom to give us true answers and healing in this circle of light tonight. The circle of light is casted. Amen. So be it. Okay. Okie dokie. There's so many people needing healing. I don't know how many people are in the audience tonight who are feeling really exhausted. I've been feeling really exhausted. And I keep getting that song by Phil Collins, Something in the Air Tonight. Everybody's feeling tired and achy and lethargic. And I'm going to look into that. I'm going to find out what's going on. Is it the pollen? Is it the atmosphere? I have a good feeling it's a mixture of things, and I feel possibly to do with ascension as well. But everyone's feeling exhausted. I've come to the conclusion, because I do a lot of thinking late at night, is it possible that we're losing time speeding up and we're losing seconds in the minutes? A lot of people are having trouble sleeping, and this is part of the ascension. So when you can't sleep, your taste buds change, you're agitated, you feel poorly, achy, tired, you find it hard to keep up with time. Loads of different symptoms of ascension. We are losing time, aren't we? The planet is moving slower. It is normal. Oh, you woke up with extreme heartburn. I don't know if there's anybody in the audience tonight where you feel your taste buds are changing as well, because I know mine are. I've started to want different food or craving for different food. You know, that type of thing. So maybe it's our bodies are needing more rest, because I think that we have been through a lot of stress. And one thing I will say is when you're stressed, it makes you more tired, because it has to come out of you. I know this would be a shaman healer. You are experiencing slow time. Strange times we're living in, aren't we? Strange times. Well, I think the foods I do feel that the food tastes differently as well. Yeah. So we're going to look into our food, and I'm going to just look into different things, and you can ask us questions as well. I'll get the cards out. But I'm going to have a scan in this first, this beauty. Oh, what's it like chewing on peppermint leaves? Is it the same thing? Fuzzy head, that's another thing, Teddy. I felt like that yesterday, and I had a lovely shower, and it like lifted it all off. But when I went in the shower, you can try this. I imagine the light was coming through, and it was just cleansing everything off down my feet. Then it goes down the plug hole, so you could try that. So our taste buds do change when we are spiritually ascending. That is so true, wee writer. The foods we used to love as kids don't taste good anymore. It's so strange. I think we just need to eat what we fancy, but try to get the vitamins into it. Because if you've got a craving for something, that's your body telling you that you need it. Oh, no, Hazeltine. Hazeltine's put in Twitch. LJ, they have killed 11 horses in the roundups in Nevada of the wild horses, Mustangs. Oh, that's awful. Why? Oh my God, God bless them. I love horses. Do you think it's that, Maria? Because when we got the COVIDs and stuff like that, you think it affected our taste buds and they never come back the same? Oh, God bless them horses. Oh, bless them. What the animals go through. God bless them. Let's say a little prayer for the horses. Let's hope and pray tonight that the horses that have left the earth plane, that they receive the healing and the comfort in the arms of Jesus, and that they're taken through to the light and healed. May all animals on this planet who are suffering be protected from evil, and that they are surrounded around their beautiful auras with light against the evil what's in this world. Bless all the horses. Bless all the creatures, great and small. I can see them running. Oh, there was a little one as well, and they were waiting for the little one to go through the tunnel. I can see them. There was 3 angels waiting for them and took them through. And there were beautiful horses as well. I'm seeing a horse now. Is it the horse what's recently passed? She's beautiful. She's got like a fawn brown, lovely like cream, long hair. Yes. I know this sounds really awful. She's saying that we come onto the earth plane to teach humanity a lesson. And sometimes our higher selves sacrifice ourselves. But you need to know that we are all right, and we are going through the tunnel. We have passed through the tunnel. And the perpetrators, there is such thing as karma, but she's not saying that. This is what I'm getting. She's actually coming up and she's nuzzling, and I can feel like a wet nose. She wants to send love into this group. She's so beautiful. She's got like golden blonde hair. And there was a boy one coming in. They were in love, you know. Horses can be in love. And there was a baby one. She was with her sisters as well. And I talked about this on one of my last streams about the animal kingdom. I'm seeing it again. And it's funny, guys, because since I've last seen you, I had a dream. Was it Wednesday night? I went through to the animal kingdom and I met up with Sissy and Oliver. And I was really there and I was stroking them. And it's like I can access the animal kingdom just like that. It's really weird. They're going to get them settled. They're going to give them healing. Even though they showed themselves as horses, some of them are earth angels. I can see they knew the night before is the sunset came in, and oh my God, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting this really strong. And they stood on a hill and they were kissing each other. And then when the dawn came, they were so scared. They're standing on this hill, and it's the higher self of the hill before they were taken. And they're looking down into the valley. And they are safe. They're all together. And I see Jesus. God bless you. She's the sunshine, she's saying. They're calling her sunshine. No, Sunstar. She's called Sunstar. God bless you, Sunstar. We love you. God bless all the horses. Amen. God bless anybody in this audience tonight who has lost animals. I know there's a lady in this audience who's lost her cat. And we must protect all the animals. I still haven't got my animal yet. I'm still looking. It shows how busy I've been. The golden foal went with her, Hazeltine. The dad was dark. He was like a chocolate brown. And there was a golden baby. There was like a light baby like the mother. They're all together. They're all together. But anybody in this audience tonight who is suffering losing pets, because we do suffer, have faith knowing that you will see them again. Like I say, I was in our astral travel to the animal kingdom the other night, and it is packed over there. It is packed. Okie dokie, let's start. Oh, she was so beautiful. Her hair was like blonde, long and blonde, flowing. You thought it was going to be an announcement, the cat. No, website. The cat is coming, don't believe you me. If I have the cat, it'll be in my arms when I come straight online. I'll be so excited. Okay, let's start. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to do a world predictions here, and you've got a clip going out tomorrow night, and then you've got another one going out on Saturday night. That's the channeling of a star being. So I'm going to see if I can get not the same, okay? Because I don't like repeating myself, but sometimes you have to wait. Remember, in spirit world, there's no time, there's no linear time. Well, they keep telling me that everything's happening simultaneously at the same time at once. So we'll see what's coming in here. I'm going to see if I can get separate stuff here. Okay. Let's see what is going on into the looking glass. So sit back and relax. Okay. I'm getting a weird feeling tonight, guys. It's as if that the veil is so thin. Oh, yes, Debbie. So apologies if I can't read your comments. She's just saying there's something there about Biden. If I can't read your comments because I'm scrying here, but the veil is so thin. And I do believe it's biblical times that we're in. It really is. This is not a mistake that we are all together. And I've said this before, just because we're psychics, you know. We're just scryers, we just look, we foresee. But remember, timelines can change. Nobody is 100%. Okay? I just believe I'm a guide, like many other psychics. But we have to use what we feel is right, okay? It's very important. But what I'm getting tonight is there's a creepy feeling. It's like the movie, the show of this earth. There's the world we know, the world we do not know. But what I'm feeling here, there's a very godly presence here tonight in this room for you all. All right, and it's like the evil, the darkness has got out of hand, but the light will win in the end, and we have to raise this vibration. I'm seeing Mother Mary. It's going to be a channeling night tonight, guys. I feel it. I'm seeing Mother Mary, and she's smiling as she's coming into this crystal ball. She's there for the children. She's representing the children. It comes to something when you're getting censored for talking about saving the children. This is why I know it's very biblical, holy times that we're living in. The network's grown so big and the network is about to come down. Because we are going digital, we're going to go so futuristic. The veil is so thin. We are rewriting the new Bible. And I've been saying this for a while. Science is about to meet religion. And they're shitting themselves. It's all about to come out. Because it's all been about money and greed. The light always wins in the end. She's looking after the children in spirit, but she comes to the earth plane. And her energy works through different people. Men as well, not just women. And I want to send healing and blessings out tonight to Stephen Hilton. I hope he's watching. He probably isn't. I'm getting that the network's huge. And it's not just in the USA, it's everywhere, as you know. The letter M is going to play a big part. The disclosure hasn't even happened yet. It hasn't even started. The amount of people who are going to come forward with info, intel, information. It gets to a point where you can't shut everybody up. But the letter M is going to go down in history with something big to come out soon. And it's to do with all this trafficking and stuff like that. So watch for that. It could be somebody else, another truth seeker. I really don't know. But the letter M, I want you to remember that. M for mother. Sorry, it's my accent. I always smell roses when I either get Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary or Jesus. And I've got this beautiful bloom of roses and this smell. I can smell them. We all know these crimes are taking place. But what I need to say to you tonight is, without freaking you all out, because I'm here as a healer, I sometimes see the strangest visions. Hi, Marina. I sometimes see the strangest visions. If the network, it's not just about that, it's other things as well. I've talked about this in my Twitch shows. And it's basically, how deep do you want to go down that, that bunny hole? But because we are going futuristic, these crimes will not pass through the next new system. And people have said, well, we don't want to be digital, we don't want to be all futuristic because it's going to take our rights away. We're not going to have money. It'll take a long time before money's out. Do you understand? I was talking to a banker, because I read for a lot of bankers. There's a clean-up happening. There's always two sides to the penny. They're also trying to catch traffickers through banking systems. They're doing a big clean-up. Money laundering, all that type of thing. So into the future, I think there's going to be a lot of cyber police and things are going to be so different. To get there is going to be messy. Something about a river, there's going to be, I don't think it's a sea. It looks like it's in a line. It's like a river. Problems with a river. It's coming out really, really strong. And I'm getting a very Eastern feeling. It's coming out really strong. they're not gonna give up on Trump, and they're gonna keep going and going and going and going, like that dog with a bone. But there's something to come out about documents and paperwork again, so watch for this. And again, I'm getting a very Eastern feeling. I don't know if that's Middle Eastern or the other East, like Russian. I want to say like a Middle Eastern energies coming in, unless there's going to be big news around about the time something comes out about the documents. I'm seeing arrests late at night. I wish I had some incense. I've got my willow wand here in a minute. Give me true answers here. Who you need, doggo? I'm just talking to my higher self here. Okay. Cast the circle of light. Give us true answers tonight. There's going to be arrests late at night. I see FBI surrounding this big house. Now, I don't know if this is to do with Trump or not, guys, so brace yourself. Or it's something like that. It's somebody famous late at night. I see Rudy Giuliani, and he's all over the newspapers as well, or on the press. So everything's being covered up, about certain people. I've got to be careful what I say, do you know what I mean? Certain people holding lots of money in banks where they got paid. And nothing's been done about it. We know why, because they're being protected. It's hard to get justice in a corrupt system. But I've always said this, if people get away with things here, they don't get away with things when they go over. Why am I saying that? Because certain people haven't got long. Still doesn't think of the fact that other people were around this person who were also receiving money. But fate has a funny thing. Karma has a funny thing. If sorting things out at the right timing. I'm seeing the Jewish star, and it's very strong in this crystal ball. I see trouble with Israel. Or could be Turkey, could be a Muslim country. But I am getting Israel. Watch for big news and around Benjamin Netanyahu. Is that right? Am I pronouncing that right? A few people have said that there's going to be an invasion. China's going to invade Taiwan. So I'm going to check this out tonight. I'm not saying that. It's not what you think it is. I'm not saying that at all. If they are there, they'll turn around and come away again. There's a lot of trade happening with Taiwan and China anyway. Don't believe everything what is said on the news to be true. Feed them with misinformation and information. A lot of distractions. Taiwan is protected. She is protected. She's got something mystical. I've said this before with Japan as well. Talking about Japan, I feel there's going to be some more earthquakes to come. Okay. Problems over Australia. I'm going over there. Somebody had emailed us about it, about Australia. Something to do with our government. But a woman will rise in power. Now, normally I look on no more than 2 years, but she's got a loud voice and she will rise in power in Australia. A lot of protests are taking place, as you know. We've had people trying to run people over here, over in the UK and Europe. There's a crazy video going about a big blonde woman, German woman, strong like an Amazon woman, long blonde hair, and she had dragged a protester off by the hair. And this is all to do with the oil, you know, the people who were protesting about banning the oil and everything. So there's been a rise in the craziness happening with that. But as I'm looking out of it and looking in, like if I was looking down on the globe, is what an angel would look at. This is part of the ascension, because everyone's going to have different views. You think this is bad? Wait till they start banning the plastic. And I'll be honest with you, the plastic needs to be banned because it's poison and it's going into a food chain and everything. Something about a naval ship's coming out here. I like it when I do this. Ouch, I'm going to take this off because it's nipping me thing. It's like nipping there. I like it when I do the scrying because it's just raw. Okay, it's like visions I'm seeing. Big news coming out with Putin. I see him striking on something. He is winning. He is. It's like what's being put out there is totally different to what I'm seeing and feeling. Something about a nuclear explosion there, which I do talking about in me thing what's going out tomorrow night. We're going to witness the most bizarre thing over the next month or so. Could be the next couple of weeks, to be fair. And it's to do with people like Trump and Putin and all going to see the Pope. Or if they're not going to see the Pope, they're all going to see this person, which is somebody big, and they're all shaking hands. Watch for something like this coming out. It is a holy war. Getting that song by the Beatles, we all live in a yellow submarine. What they're planning and what they're hoping for with the WW111 there'll be a big twist with this, and it won't come off the way they think it's going to come off. Because there is heroes here, you know, there is Supermans running around. We haven't got to focus too much on the negative. Problems in North America. Border problems. Alaska. And something strange to do with the weather. I don't know if I'm looking into the autumn coming into the winter. I see lots of snow and ice, but I see smoke in the air. They're going to be talking about this on the television. The big freeze. Oh my God. Something about the big freeze coming. North America problems, borders. A lot of cabal, a lot of nasty things to be released. Sometimes to tackle a problem, it's not about saying names, it's getting to the core of it. You have to go into the core of it. And I'm going to say this to you tonight. Everything to do with the trafficking thing, there is boots on the ground, good guys. Not just, we're talking about Mel Gibson with the Sound of Freedom and that. There is sort of like good guys, call them bounty hunters, whatever you want. They're working 24/7. There's a lot of organisations trying to save these people, save the kids and that, and people as well. There's going to be restrictions on meat trade. There's going to be scandals to come out about the meat trade. Grow hemp to replace plastic. How do you do that? How does it replace plastic? I see military operations, but secret military, different organisations, different independent organisations. I've never seen this before. I've always known there was agents and secret agents, but this is like independent, futuristic agents trying to shift timelines and that. I'm seeing a vision here. I'm like sort of remote viewing. It looks somewhere where there's a lot of trees, like quite something like it could be the Amazon jungle. It's somewhere where there's a lot of trees, all right? And they're trying to get the kids out. It's something actually happening now. Criminal activity. So it's not like famous names doing it. I'm not saying they're not funding or anything, but this is like criminals, like mafia, cabal, like people see the guns and that, and they're trading. And that's why that film's touched upon it. But it's actually, I'm going to be perfectly honest here, it's softer, the film, to what's actually going on. It's softer to what's actually going on. So there is operations happening. You know the film Men in Black with Will Smith? I don't know how many films he made. But, like where they went into New York City and they went into a bar and there was all these shapeshifters and there was different types of beings. I'm sort of saying that type of thing could be actually happening, but we don't realise it. I think when you're in your own world, you just, because we are creating what we believe we create, because the veil is very thin. And if you are open to that type of thing, you could actually see shapeshifters and stuff like that. Bamboo is supposed to be a good thing, good for allergies. You can get bamboo sheets, bamboo pajamas, bamboo toothbrush I've got. You've got all sorts of things what's good for you with bamboo. Bamboo toilet paper, but it's quite expensive unless somebody in this audience knows if you can get it cheaper. But I think there's going to be a lot of change to creep in. And there's always been stuff like that. Like you go into the supermarkets, you can get like the natural stuff. You know what I mean? But I think it's going to be more stuff like that. Independent agents, but I'm also getting something about a different military coming in, and it's connected around the USA, and I don't know why I'm getting that. It looks like a strange shape. I wonder if this is Space Force. It's like a strange shape on the lapel, on the medals. It's like an upside down triangle or something. Upside down triangle. Pentagon, big news to come out. Yeah, the shapeshifters running around. Somebody was asking me that today, and I don't know who it was. I see that many different people, you know. I was doing somebody a reading, they were asking about shapeshifters. Oh yeah, my friend in Germany. So we know like there's stuff like that going on, okay? But there's other stuff we don't know what's going on, because the technology what's being held back from we is a lot more far advanced than we would ever know. And the technology isn't the problem, it's who's been behind the technology. So as you know, they've got devices that can look through walls and God knows, and military are using them now, like tiny little things like bugs, which could, you know, just come into your house and be peeping on you type of thing. There's all sorts of things out there that we do not know what's out there. Somebody's just touched me hair. Just felt like somebody touched me hair there. When I scry, you know, I go from one to another. It's like you're looking through and it's like a kaleidoscope. I'm going up an escalator. This is so strange. Do you remember on The Simpsons when Trump's coming down the escalator? And I think The Simpsons predicted he would be the president. I'm seeing that again. Isn't that weird? But he was coming down the escalator. I'm seeing him going up the escalator this time. That's really weird. Sometimes you've got to be like a bloody detective when you're getting these visions. You know what I mean? You've got to try and work it out. Could be so misconstrued so many different ways. Saudi. Ooh. I was watching a documentary on YouTube about where somebody was going around with a camcorder and they were going into the big shopping mall there in Dubai. It's really posh. Has anybody been to Dubai? It looks... No wonder they call it the kingdom. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm seeing that. And this is future. This is future. And Trump's there, shaking hands with somebody official. I don't know if it's a Saudi prince or something like that. And it's something about like a big shopping mall, and I don't know. Why would I say that? Why would it be in the crystal ball unless it means that he's coming back in again? Trump is leading Republicans, right? But Dems fighting each other, yeah. So I've got this vision, and I'm standing in this beautiful, posh sort of shopping centre. So clean. You know, like all the Gucci shops and all of that. And this time he's coming down. He's going up the escalator, sorry. And they're shaking hands, and we're on these Sikhs, and they've got like their long white gown things on. Clicking at cameras. And Melania's got like a scarf around her head. Isn't that interesting? Remember that. Round about that time, there's going to be big news with Harry and Meghan. I like it when I get visions. Mind you, that does not mean that he's going to be back as president, but it might be that, but it looks very positive, so you never know. You really never know, do you? Oh, thank you, Katmana. The Simpsons predicted Donald Trump to be president before he was president. And oh, really interesting. Really interesting. But they also predicted Lisa Simpson was the president as well. The Saudi Arabian super mole is gorgeous. Yes, that's what I'm seeing, something like that. Is that in Dubai, Mary? I mean, you've got no cheap pound shops in there, you know what I mean? It's all posh. I've got quite a lot of Brits and Irish girls, you know, like people I read for, what live over there. There's a big community. I mean, they've got a Neck shopping and Zara shop, you know, all the shops that we know. And I said to her, I said, do you wear a scarf? She says, you don't have to wear a scarf. She says, but out of respect, you want to because their women cover themselves up. You don't want to be gawped at. Does that make sense? So, mystery in the audience. I have a friend living in Dubai with a hedge fund banker. I've never visited there. I've always wanted to go there. I nearly went there in 2008 to go and work on an oasis as a reader. But I didn't go. I never went. Something stopped us. I think it was the boys doing their sats at the time or something, or was it Adam? Anyway, that's so funny what Debbie's put in the audience, guys, on Twitch. When you're my age, you want to be gawked at. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, God. Right. I'm getting number 8, and I don't know if it's 8 or 18 months from now. Something about the money, a crunch, stock market. Is it climate crunch or something? There's something about things falling. And at that point, there's going to be something manoeuvred in to do with a new currency. And this has got something to do with the US dollar. All right? So remember that, okay? It's only temporary. All right? Remember, these are timelines I'm saying. W&M, big news coming in with the states. Could be to do with different states. The USA. Tonight I want to send healing and blessings out to my neighbours over the water in Ireland. And I don't know why, but there's going to be a problem, and I'm seeing shorelines, boxes. I've talked about this before, you know, whether you get trapped energy like you had the potato famine, you know, years and years ago in the Depression, and that you had the potato famine in Ireland. And the Americans saved their life. They were sending over corn and stuff for the Irish people. But it's something like stagnant energy there, and I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know if it's that and it's trapped in Ireland, or it's something completely different that I'm seeing, and it's got something to do with trade. But I'm also seeing migrants coming in. Problem with migrants. And I feel like I want to put like healing and protection out to people in Ireland. The number 8, so that's August. It's going to be huge news coming out there to do with politics and stuff like that in the USA. There's so many people who are awakened in the UK, now. And all this recent hoo-ha we've had with the BBC and everything else, and how it just got all pushed underneath the mat. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be something being said in Parliament about the television licence. That's going to come out. It always takes the voice of people. Do you know what I mean? But there will be voting again in the UK. Marches, teachers going on strike, and something about the NHS. The world's changing so much. I'm seeing frequency coming, and I'm getting in the bowl. I'm getting Ukraine, Russia, the USA. Something about frequency, and I don't know if it's worry to do with a cyber attack or something like that. I'm going to give you some numbers here for dates. I'm going to give you some dates here, right? The 27th, the 7th, the 9th, the 19th, the 14th, and the 4th. The 29th, the 14th, and the 4th. He's broken, Biden's not well, he's broken. Something's not right there. Like I said, some people don't. What people want, whatever side the spectrum you're on, isn't going to be the way you think. Just some people are just going to be manoeuvred out. New tunnels, lots of new tunnels are getting built. New technology. 10 years from now, we're going to have all these fast moving transport, like trains. Really fast. And there's a new Concorde to come out. There's something about a new aircraft to come out. I don't know if it's a zooped up Concorde or it's something completely different. Scandals coming out or big news coming out around Musk, so watch for that. Lawsuits. Right. This is going to be on news, and I'm seeing this. It's like I look into, as a kid, as a kaleidoscope, and I'm looking into it. And it's the rats in the sewage. They reckon there's more rats than people. I don't know if that's true. Cliff High said there was going to be floating vehicles soon, yes. Rats coming in. Problem with rats. New York. Parts of London. Big news coming out with William and Kate. But the disease, I'm getting disease. Problems. I don't know if it's something to do with a flea on a rat or a rat. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But they could be talking about it on the news. Big news coming in with Kate and William, so watch for that. See a man in a sailing ship. I'm sure I said this on one of my last world predictions. or one of my lives. A man in a sailing ship. Oh, I'm seeing Richard Branson with some big news there. Let me get a drink of coffee with something big coming out with him. Unless it's somebody who looks like him, but interesting. A man in a sailing ship, and there's round about that time there's going to be like, they're talking with him, they're talking on the news with him. At that time there's going to be an ending in a wave of yellow flags. And I'm getting something about Ukraine. Teddy in the audience needs a dip of gin. That's so funny. I like a gin and tonic with ice and lemon. Been a long time since I've had one of them. Okay. Small town, American town. I don't know if this is South America or North America. Flat roofed buildings. They look like quite shacked. Like shacks. Problems. Shooting. 11 is connected. Something about banks, like a bank robber or something. I don't know what I'm getting here. Like somebody on the wanted list. There's something huge coming out about is it the North Pole or the South Pole where they have all the where you can't go to, where the polar bears are. There's something huge coming out about that area, and it's going to be a breakthrough. They're going to find something out. Something scientific, so watch for that. And it'll be real news as well. There's also going to be problems in the Vatican. Earthquakes. I think we're just going to experience a lot of crazy weather this year. Loads of crazy weather. I want to send healing and blessings out to the people of Italy. It's strange because when I look at Italy, I've had this before with the boot of Italy, but I'm looking into Rome and people are crying and wailing. Polar bears are on the North Pole. Antarctica. That's what I was going to say. Antarctica, yeah. Thanks, Maxie. They've just rescued a man on a sailboat who looks a bit like Richard Branson. You are joking me. He also had a dog. Shut up. When was that? Why am I getting it now? Penguins in the South Pole, right? It's Antarctica. There's going to be something about that area. And something about the sun. It's real, it's happening, but I just question everything. Do you know what I mean? I question, is there an agenda behind it? You know, could there be, why they're seeing it now? But there's going to be something coming up about the sun in Antarctica, and something they're going to be either developing or they're coming out with. So watch for this. He was from Australia. That is so funny. I seen that vision a few weeks ago. And I'm sure I said it on one of my lives. I'm not sure if it was on Twitch or the Looking Glass. It's the South Pole, right? So if I'm going to go with that, then there's something big to come out. Round about the time, something to do with a man in a boat, there's going to be some big news in around Trump. Remember that? There's a lot of activity going on in Antarctica, isn't there? I'm going to do something here. I'm just going to put that down a minute. I'll put that in there. I've got my little holy box here, and it's got little messages in. So I'm going to pull some holy scrolls out. This is from the Old Testament. I've been told there's some messages in here tonight for her. Just going to run my hands around. Tell us when to say stop. I did have some pinchers and Adam went and lost them. I'll pull one out from Antarctica. We'll do that now. Antarctica. You've got to ask the question first. Stop. Oh, we've got two. Right, wait a minute. 1, 2. Right, so they're just tiny little things. Now, I haven't got my glasses on, guys, so... Right, so forgive me here. As one whom his mother cometh, my God, cometh, so will I comfort you. Isaiah 68:1-3. As one whom his mother cometh, means like comfort. So it's in Old English. So will I comfort you. Interesting. Let's open this one. Like riddles. Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. Now that is interesting. Isaiah 12.3. So we've just asked for Antarctica. Listen to this. Ice, water, when you melt it. When you melt snow or ice, it becomes water, doesn't it? Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. There's something I feel to happen, and it's somewhere in the part. I feel there's different events to come off. I'm very drawn to the Middle East. I'm very drawn to over Ukraine area, but I'm also very drawn to Antarctica tonight in something to do with the sun. But I'm also getting drainage water, and I'm also getting rats, because obviously there's problems with sewage. Maybe the rats would come up, wouldn't there? Something about floods or something. Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. So whatever happens, we're going to be okay, because water is accessible in different places which we do not know. Oh, you've got a box similar, have you? Right, I'm going to pull another one, and this is going to be... I'm going to pull a one for Trump. Let's get us a cup of coffee. Then I'm going to pull a one for Biden. And then I'm just going to carry on pulling them. Okay, I should have had some little pinchers, shouldn't I? Right. Tell me when to say stop. This one's for Trump. Tell me when to say stop, guys. Let's press them all down. Stop. Big fat one there for him. Actually, as I'm saying that, does he smoke cigars? Unless he's with somebody now who's smoking a big fat cigar. Or does Rudy Giuliani smoke them? I keep getting there's going to be big news with him coming out. Oh my God, listen to this. Oh my God, guys, listen to this. He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. I'm going to say that again. This is Old English. He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. There you go. You see that? Let's pull another one. How old is Trump now? Is he how old is he? In his 70s? Okay. I'm going to go right up. I'm going to pull another one out for us. Tell us when to say stop. Too old, yeah. Well, they're all too old, aren't they? You need to get the young people in. Stop. We've got 2 there for them. So let's... Right. They that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. What does that mean? Does anyone know what that means? They that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Psalm 34. And then the other one, which I pulled here. I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. That's Joshua. So they're a bit riddles, aren't they? I will be with thee, I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. They that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. What does that mean, guys? It sounds quite sort of back to front, doesn't it? They that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Because they've already got good things, they'll not want. So it's about saying keep your faith, isn't it? They will have everything they will need. They will not want nothing. That's it. Right, got that one. It's a funny noise. And then this one, I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. So there's some big news coming out with him soon. Big news. Let's pull one on Biden. Yeah. Right. Give us a true answer on Biden with these holy scrolls. Tell us when to say stop, guys. Stop. Whoa. This is for Biden. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. It's Matthew. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Let's pull another one. Does anybody know what that means? Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Manifest. Manifest. Right, let's pull another one out for him. God first and everything follows. Tell us when to say stop. Let's see how long he's going to be in for, or what's going to happen. Stop. Ooh. Let's see what this is. Let me see. The Lord He it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee. The Lord He it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee. That doth go before thee. That's like saying He's like not going to be around for long, doesn't it? The Lord He is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee. He will never forsaken thee. He will always be with you. So no matter what we think of either side, it's like God loves both sides. God loves whatever. There's no judgment. But the Lord He is that doth before thee. Interesting. It does sound a little bit deathly, doesn't it? I'm going to pull just one scroll, because remember, time is very fluid. I'm going to pull a scroll for the next 2024 election. Right. You tell me, guys, put your vibes in here and tell me when to say stop. Dee, 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 dee. Stop. We've got 2. It's like when you go to the Chinese restaurant and you pull out them little things with the little parcels and that, and they have like a little message in for the fortune cookies and that. Right, this is for the 2024 election, guys. Are you sitting down for this one? God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Whose eyes are we talking about? But this is what we want to know. God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. We need one of them talking things like off Harry Potter, like where it just comes alive like a thing and starts saying stuff. But we've got to find the faith within we. This is another message for the 2024 election. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. We need another one. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. What was the other one? God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. How lovely. Well, let's put these back and let's pull one more. Yeah, so if we ask, we receive. We've got to raise the vibration. But I was given that the next election will be correct. What will be. Something very positive and godly is coming. Right, let me get a drink of coffee quickly. Would it be a woman that would be in office? I'll ask in a minute, but we just need to... I was going to pull one more out on the 2024 election. So tell us when to say stop. La 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 la. La 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 la. Say stop. Ooh. Woo. Thank you, Bam. I always go with the first one I say is the stop. Right, listen to this, guys. This is for the 2024 election. Are you listening to this? Who gave himself for our sins, that he might deliver us from this present evil world. I'm going to say it again. It's from the Galatians. Who gave himself for our sins that he might deliver us from this present evil world. Wowee. My dad's got this Bible, you know, and he talks about it in his book, The Truth. He reckons that the Bible was brought over from France from the Knights Templars, and it had the bones of Christ, which is supposed to be in Scotland. And other secret stuff. And he's got this Bible. And it's connected to do with that time. It's very, very old. And he wants it to be in the USA. He keeps talking about it. He wants to give it to Debbie, my moderator, who's in Texas. He feels that he's been given this from Spirit, that this Bible, this ancient Holy Bible, you can't even put a price on it, needs to be in the USA to put Christ back in the USA for protection. There's no way I can send this book through the post because no, my luck will get lost. The only way I could do it, I'd have to travel over to Texas to take it to her. But it's, I've got some very ancient Bibles. I've got Jack de Mollay's Bible. I've got some Knights Templars Bibles. But I've been reading a bit of the Bible code, you know, and I just think that there's codes in the big book. There's codes. Oh, he loves Trump. I believe my dad was targeted, you know, and it's to do with the book. But nevertheless, he's been diagnosed with dementia. And I was going to do a video with him on the other Monday, but then he wasn't feeling very well. Do you know what I mean? But he wants to do a video at some point on alien disclosure stuff, the stuff that he's seen as a young man, and possibly other spiritual stuff. Well, I'll have to, because there's no way I can send the book on its own. So, yeah. I'm going to ask it one more time. Will this next election bring... How do I put this? Will this next election... Should we just go for it? Will the next election bring Trump in? Is the next president? Tell us when to say stop, guys. Will it bring any peace? Yes. Well, I don't think there could ever be peace, could there? Stop. Because if you think about it, there's always going to be that divide. And there will be if Trump gets back in it. You know, the Democrats aren't going to be very happy about that. They're going to be purple in the face, aren't they? Listen to this. Right. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide. Genesis. We have to leave it up to fate. Because I've talked about this in one of my other predictions, which actually it's going out tomorrow night, which I talked about on Sunday, that there's different timelines, and above, you know, that we've got this technology, what's going on, and then above, you've got like good guys, bad guys, and they are, sometimes the good guys can block stuff as well. Sometimes the bad guys, it's like, because it can change timelines. It's really what's best for Earth. Johnny, do you think Dr. Shiva would make a good president? I don't see him having any chances, but he makes good points. I'm not sure. He's got a good chance, but not, if you know what I mean. I'm going to pull one more out for the collective and we're going to have a break. And I'm going to get back into the world predictions. This is, what is the vibe going to be like for the collective in the USA on the next election? What is the vibe going to be like? Tell us when to say stop. I've seen Russian soldiers there, but high up Russian soldiers. I'll be doing some remote viewing, I think, after the break. Stop. Therefore, with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. It's the same one coming out. So there's miracle, hope, salvation. Miracle, hope, salvation. Yes, I know, Mary, or May, Wolf. So, exactly. I just think that when it comes to politics anyway, you're never going to have anybody who's going to always agree to disagree, isn't it? I believe that is definitely united and protected, Mary. But I just think that it's something which I've always dedicated I would do for you is take you week by week by week as we guide through this. Let's have 5-minute break. Go make your cuppas. I'm going to go and make a coffee. Well, a decaf coffee. Have a quick ciggy break. And I'll be back. Go and get your popcorn, whatever you have to do. They're nice, them, aren't they? And then I'm going to look into more world predictions for you. Other countries as well. And see if we can get some channeling coming through. All right? Because like I say, time is fluid and it changes. It changes all the time. All right? So different timelines, which I'm going to be talking about when you see the clip what goes out tomorrow night. And it's like chess what's happening at the minute. But give us 5. Yeah, and I'm going to do some channeling as well. Give us 5. Go make your cuppas and I'll be back. I'm going to put the little picture on of my hometown, but I will be back. All right. Give us a 5 you can hear us. I'll just refresh my chat. Always when I refresh my chat, it goes off for a bit. Coming in on Twitch, waiting for the YouTubes to come in so I can see them. Hello, guys. Let's go deep and duty. I'm going to do a little bit more scrying. And then I'm going to see if I can get some channeling coming through for you all, guys. Remember, when you're doing channeling, you can't help who comes through, just whoever comes through. I just know that we're on the tipping point of a lot of big change to happen on this planet. Oh, yes. 444 is a very powerful number. Hello there, Owen. How are you doing? I've got no Twitch, YouTube I can see yet. Wahoo, wahoo. Why have I got no YouTube coming in? I think it's slow, the internet at the minute. I've lost yous, guys. I can't see the chat. I can see the Twitch chat. Are you in Arizona, Owen? Oh, it is very hot over there. I'm going to look into the weather again. Yes, it sort of does a disruption to things. Things start going wrong, don't they? Okay, let's get straight into it. I've got the YouTube coming through now. I think there's just a bit of a time delay. Oh, they know jazz when I'm going to channel. Because I know that because of little A2I, my little being of light, who escaped the, you know, like the MK Ultra thing, and he said what they were doing with these beings of light. They were using them for like weaponry and stuff like that, and spy and all that type of thing, military stuff. He came to us and said that there is many of him, and he is a him, by the way. He was a walking starseed and he got captured, and he says there's many of them. They're called the machine elves. So because we have the good and the bad and the ugly, you know, it comes through the computers, and then they can access it in and out of the computers as well. And we're going to start to notice that when over the next 2 years or so, you're going to notice, especially within 10 years, we are going to become more telepathic, more spiritual. We're going through a big shift in evolution. Humanity is. And we are going to start, when we're talking to people, I don't know if you're noticing it now, guys, when you're talking to people online, that sometimes you can sense them or smell them, or you can feel vibes. And I think the lockdown did this to it. I think because when we were all locked down, a lot of us were online, so we became to use these different powers that we had. And I don't know if any of you are feeling that. You'll have to comment on the link below. But we start to sense things. You know, I've been talking to friends when they said I've got a new perfume, and I've described the smell of the perfume, and I can smell it coming through the internet. Because what the machine elves are doing is they're helping us as well to integrate with everything to protect us. Where there's darkness, there's light. Let's see what's going on. Right, so we're going to get crazy weather this year. Let's see what else the ball can show with tonight. There's going to be a big news with a pop star. Big news with a pop star. Shocking news coming out with a superstar pop star. Remember, nobody's immune to anything on this planet. We all are doing our own life pathways. This is school where we come to learn and then we go home. But there's going to be somebody exiting, so watch for this coming in. Don't know who it is, but there's going to be big news coming in with a exiting of a pop star or somebody who is very famous. So we are all going to start to become more sensitive. And this is why I've been saying this for a while. We need to keep grounded. Where everybody talks about going into the 5th dimension, and you've got to go into the 5th dimension, otherwise you're going to be left behind. It's a load of rubbish. You really don't know, right? You've got no idea how ascended yous are. And when yous are sleeping at night time, we only know what we are told, and physics is a lot more intricate than we know, right? So you can't stay in the 5th dimension, right? You have to, you'll be dead. You wouldn't be able to be alive. You'd be like a zombie. So we're in these physical bodies, but we can shift and we can flip into the 5th dimension. But some of you are probably going more than that, and you don't even realize it. We're shifting all the time. We're shifting, okay? And that's how we can get easily triggered. So it's about keeping grounded. It's very, very important, because there's going to be a lot of strange things to happen. When I see world events in this crystal ball, it doesn't mean that I like it. It just means that sometimes it can hurt when I see things, you know what I mean? But I just give you what I see, and then it's up to you to make your mind up on it. But I do feel that somebody famous there's going to be big news with somebody, so watch for this coming in. Could be a singer or somebody famous, so watch for this. Actually, where I see one, there'll be 2 or 3. So everything I'm telling you will fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. I'm seeing Yellowstone Park, and I don't know why, but there is going to be some problems there. They've got a lot of strange gases coming off from there. There could be problems there, and I'm getting 5 or 6 connected with it. Or it could be the 25th or the, something like that, or the 16th or something like that. A lot of people got used to being on their own, didn't they? Because we became more empathic. So when we started to mix with people, we were using this more. We are due some more big downloads. Big downloads are coming in. There's a beautiful blue wave of energy coming in, of a new understanding. It's like the angels in the spirit world are preparing we. So yeah, there is darkness out there, but remember there's a lot of light out there as well. And we have to keep focusing on that. Buffalo just hired a lady in Yellowstone. All right, who's Buffalo? Oh yes, Mary. So again, I want to send healing and blessings out to all the animals, the children, and the younger generation, to everybody, but also the elderly. The elderly are very vulnerable as well. Naivety. There was once upon a time we used to say that it was nice to be naive, but you can't be naive now. The world's changing a lot. The world is going to change so much. From super fast transport, hyper trains. I keep getting that, the Zorro sign. I don't know what that means. That keeps coming in. I wonder if it's another guide coming in with like the Zorro, like the sword of Zorro. Something in the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. I keep getting that song. HollyWood's going to change a lot as well. And it's not all bad people, It's like you can't think that the world isn't so black and white. You've got good and bad in every organisation. We are all here individually. That's what I want to say. We're all here individually walking our path. But there's more stuff to come out. There's definitely more stuff to come out there with HollyWood. There's going to be a rise of HollyWood when all this cleans up. And of course, you've got the younger generation coming in, the younger starseeds, elementals, and a new type of music's going to hit the scene. But you'll not be able to manipulate it either. It's going to be very different. Remember, artists are channelers as well. Something weird's happened to me yesterday when I was looking in the sky because I saw an angel in the clouds. This is Mary on Twitch, by the way, guys, and took a picture of the sun because the cloud was above the sun. And an angel took a picture of it, and saw a real strange thing where there was above the sun there was a blue circle with the sun having a blue aura, and the rays of the sun have a blue and gold aura. You can't see the gold, but you can see the blue. Wow, you'll have to send that over, Mary. That's amazing. Then I can share it on the next show to people. Zorro righted wrongs, protecting the weak from the corrupt. And I'm getting a very Superman energy in this crystal ball tonight. I talked in one of my last wheel predictions about Batman and Robin from the 70s or the 60s. That television program I used to watch as a kid, and the Joker and that, and the Riddler. I used to get really freaked by watching that. Loads of people said they did as well. But you've also got like Superman and the superheroes, and you know what I mean? And I get there's going to be a lot of that coming out here. But there is a holy presence, and there's a very... Yes, there is bad ETs out there. They're not all good. But there's this presence of these good guys, you know, and they're telling us not to lose our faith. And it's not about what religion you are. It's about not losing hope, keeping your faith. That's what it's about. I want to send healing and blessings out to the children in the US to do with the gun problems in schools, because I'm worried again that there could be a situation. It's a school what looks like it's got like an L shape to it. It sort of goes like that. It's like an L shaped. It's like a flat roofed building. Or maybe it's not flat roofed. It's got like... It's like an L shape, the building. Lowish. It's a low school. It's not like a high building. And I get the letter R's coming through really, really strong. I want to send healing and blessings. Let's hope nothing like that happens. Yeah. So it's as if the system has to change because they're manoeuvring in the new system. And of course, you've got within politics in the US, you've got like, I'm not pulling this down in any way, guys, but you've got like a lot of the right will support more. It seems to be that way. It might not be that way, but you've got like right will support oil industry, that's Republicans, and then you've got the left will not, they'll want the electric cars. If you don't agree with this, comment on the link below, you know what I mean? But that's what sort of things are categorized in the minute with people. But what I'm being shown here is that it's not going to be electric cars. It's not. There is another energy coming in to play. It might start off electric, and there will be electric cars, but there's going to be another energy to come in, especially when you're going into hover cars and stuff like that. A bit like, you know, you've got, what was it called, Futurama, you know what I mean, when they're like flying around in the sky and that. I'm seeing that type of thing coming in. Oh, thank you, Mary. Zorro was a TV show in the 50s and the 60s, yeah. But they used to replay it on a Saturday afternoon in the 70s as well, because I used to watch it. And remember the Hillbillies and all of that? All the black and white stuff. There was the Addams Family as well. I was laughing because my little granddaughter, you know, she's so funny. She's got these big chocolate brown eyes. She's so funny, and she can pull some expressions. She's going to break some hearts when she's older. But she's got these big brown eyes, like Daisy Cowbell, long auburn hair. And then if she's in a mood, you know, like all kids get into a mood sometimes, she'll pull this look, and I'll say, that's that Wednesday look. And my daughter will know, and my son will say, what do you mean the Wednesday look? Like the Wednesday of the Addams Family, she'll like go like that. And she pulls off that Wednesday look, you know. She's so funny. Just had to tell you that. She makes my heart sing, that child. Kids are so ascended now. So ascended. So yeah, there's a lot of the younger generation going to move into HollyWood, and once it gets all sorted out, and the music industry will change. Everything's going to change. It's a big cleanup, what's happening. Just Right, so Catman are in Twitch. I just recently saw that there is already a company making flying cars. The first one is like a motorcycle and it's already been approved. Oh my God. A motorcycle. It'd be like, remember E.T. or when they're on the bike and they're flying through the sky. Oh, did you, Debbie? So yeah, children are very sensitive. As I'm saying this, I want to send healing and blessings out to the children globally, because there's going to be a lot of marches to take place, possibly in the UK, parts of Europe. It's got something to do with schools, and it might have something to do with everything to do with all these agendas, you know, like the telling people about pronouns and all of this type of thing. There's going to be a rise of parents. So there could be marches to come, changes to come in. Your son was 8. Debbie says in the audience, guys, to people on YouTube, that her son and daughter, our daughter went as Wednesday at school to the fancy dress, and your son was 8. Yeah, that's so funny. Lots of sunflowers. I'm going back to Ukraine. I'm concerned. I don't know what it is. There's something just not right. Because what I want to say is that a lot of things have been cleared up. So are we seeing this in old replay? I really don't know. Are we being played? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. A rise of what all spiritually, it's awakening the druids within, where the god and the gods and the goddesses within us. We are spiritually evolving. But the little children coming onto the earth plane now, they're on a different level. They're going to be talking a lot about sea. And I don't know if it's by the end of the year or could be going into next year. Definitely within the 2-year mark. The seas. And something about Antarctica and the sun. It keeps coming out. Watch for a lot of sightings this year, guys. A lot of strange craft in the sky. And I'm also feeling something else to come in with another plane. I hope it's not another missing plane. And I've seen this before, where I see planes where they can't take off. And people in airports with masks on. Something about the air quality. 14, 24, number 9 and 19. Alerts coming on phones. It's real, it's happening, but distractions will take place as everything starts to unfold. And it goes beyond political. Old cases coming out from the past again. I'm going into old New York. I'm seeing like Frank Sinatra and that. Let's get me a drink. Don't know why I'm getting that. I had that in my other feed as well, my other stream. Trapped energy. This is what they keep giving us tonight. So we are evolving. We are clearing away our karmic past. As we spiritually evolve, you've got to clear it away. It depends, it brings it all out. This is why we're all feeling wired up and we can be easily triggered. But also the land is holding a lot of history, and there's a lot of collected energy in New York I'm getting tonight. But I'm going way back to like Gatsby time, and I'm going way back to New York. And I'm saying, remember that film King Kong? The old film King Kong. Why am I saying that? This is crazy. There's something about an old black and white film what's going to be remade, and it's going to be a hit. New technology to come into filmmaking as well. I've channeled Disney before. I brought him through, and Charlie Chaplin. Gone with the Wind. I know I've wanted to go to that house where she's supposed to haunt that house. I would like to do a ghost hunt there. I love that film. It's a long film. Manipulation. Everything's been manipulated, the Matrix. But we are going to clean it up. We have to have faith through these troubled times. The snake is running amok. But it can only affect you if you go to the dark. Yes, it can affect you when we're light. Nobody is immune. It has puppeted us. But question the snake. Because there's also an energy out there where people are being manipulated by the snake with technology which can look like it's devilish. It could be made to look natural. I don't know why I'm saying this tonight. I just feel I need to say it. Remember, it is our planet, but not our planet. The reptilians had this planet. We are the experiment what's got out of hand. The little children coming onto the earth plane now, there's thousands and thousands of millions of earth angels being born. And there's good extraterrestrials patrolling the planet and angels who will not let anything happen to them. But it takes the voice of people, the voice of freedom to sort things out. Afghanistan. Getting a lot of visions tonight, guys. I'm going into Afghanistan, and I've once watched a documentary where they're going into the mountains and some of them living in the mountains. It's amazing. You can watch it on YouTube, like where the women are cooking and what they're cooking that, and I'm seeing different cultures around the world here. Weather's going to change. Does it get cold up there in Afghanistan and Iran? I see it really cold. We're going to witness bizarre weather, like snowing is coming in Saudi and places like that. See Mother Mary again. I keep seeing Russian soldiers, but I'm going into underground tunnels. Underground cities, secret military. B. Watch for the man from Belarus. Watch for big news and around him. And also big news coming out with Assange. Everything I'm telling you will fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. Come in to my gypsy caravan. Come in. Let me read your fortune. I'll do that on Tuesday. I'm going to have live tea leaves for you. Something like that. Last time I knocked myself sick because I drank that much tea. Oh, it was because I was doing the bloody astrology. But I will do the tea leaves. Something about an explosion, and I don't know if it's near Russian borders or near Ukraine. And I still see an event in sea. Something about a ship as well. A massive breakthrough. Some huge news coming in with a man with not much hair. He looks quite military. Watch for him making a big announcement. But I don't know what. It could be Russian. It could be Russian or somebody like that. Actually, I tell you who he reminds us of. The leader of the Wagner. There's going to be some big news coming out with him. Remember the Wagner group? where they were marching through Russia, and then he turned around and he went to Belarus, and then apparently went back, and nobody's really seen him since. So there could be big news with him as well. If not, it's somebody who looks a bit like him, but I'm also getting a very military feeling. Yeah, they're going to try and, I think they could try and arrest Trump, you know. Could be a late night thing. But you have to let things pan out, do you know what I mean? I'm a great believer that sometimes things come out back to front. Sometimes you have to let the enemy go as far as they do. It's all stage, isn't it? It's all stage. Keep getting HollyWood. I'm going back to old HollyWood again. I think I'm getting somebody's trying to come through here. I'm going to dim the lights. There's something coming. I mean, I said this a couple of years back and people thought I was being nasty. I'm going to dim the lights, guys. Something about the mob, and I'm getting New York. Let me dim these lights. I think that's about it, and I'm going to do some channeling. You have to let things pan out. So much things happening all at once. Strange aircraft we're going to start seeing. I do see alerts on phones, but I don't know what it's about. Let's hope that doesn't happen. It'll be a warning. It will be all right. Huge news again coming out with Rishi Sunak. Let's go into this. Remember, he wasn't elected in by the people. He was elected in by the Tory government. But I see them in hot water very, very soon. Hot water. Right, I'm going to go into New York City, old New York. I'm going way back. Let's put this crystal ball down. I'm going to put my glasses down where I look like a fly. And I'm going to just to see what I get, okay? After this, I'm going to have some nice toast with some jam on. I fancy a nice cup of tea and some toast and jam. You'll have to comment on the link below what you like for your supper before you go to bed. Do you have supper? Do you have a little snack? I'm a bit of one of them secret eaters, you know. I'll nibble at night time. I can go more or less all day and then I eat at the wrong timings, to be fair. But I tend to just eat like one meal a day. You know? That's just the way I am. But of course I come alive at night time. And sometimes when I'm doing the editing, you eat, you know, I find a lot of YouTubers, we eat all the wrong stuff. Well, most YouTubers. But I'm going to have some butter toast with some jam on. Got some nice Scottish strawberry jam. Are you a grazer at night as well, Debbie? I never want to go to New York because it's dark energy there. I'm told to stay away. Who told you that? I've always wanted to go, but never had the chance to go. But then there's loads of places I want to go. I just speak as I find. I would have to go and experience it. I've been into places where people say, oh, don't go there, it's horrible. And yet I found it great. I think, again, it's like we can get easy triggered, but when you master the fact that nothing can trigger you, you could walk through a valley of demons and nothing will touch you. One place I could not go to, I couldn't go to somewhere like Auschwitz. I think I'd pass out. My brother went there with his wife when he was alive, bless him. I couldn't have done that. But I mean, I've been into haunted places with poltergeists, you know, you name it. And I've met some strange people, but I've met some wonderful people within my job. And I just think that we haven't got to feed into the fear. And I think that if somebody says don't go somewhere, you really could go there, and it could reawaken something up within you. Everybody's different, aren't they? But I'm going there tonight. That's where I'm going. I'm feeling the New York energy here. But it's not modern day. Is it New York? We'll soon find out. Right. It's a bit of remote viewing. Right, I'm in a bedroom, and it looks like an apartment. You know, like the high apartments. I'm getting like a 40 feeling, like the 1940s possibly. 47. This is really weird, guys. So I'm standing in this room, and it's like I'm going into her. I've never done this before. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Going in, God. You know what I mean? Right, so I'm like going through, like, you know, like a ghost into her. So I'm like, she's looking in this mirror, and it's like a really ornate sort of, it looks like the old-fashioned dressing tables where you've got the lovely brush. My grandma used to have a one where you have the silver on the back of the brush, like lovely in the mirror to look into, and the lovely sort of dressing table where the mirrors come around like that, sitting on a plush seat, and you've got the perfume bottle. I'm there. And it is a very old fashioned, it's got like the material going around the bottom of the that's what I'm saying. So I'm in this bedroom, and she's getting ready, she's putting her stockings on, she's putting her lipstick on, and I'm looking in the mirror, and she's coming in from spirit. Okay. Who am I? Who is she? Who is she? Come on in, my darling. Come on in. Don't be afraid, she's saying. Don't be afraid. She's coming in from the spirit, and she's really, really happy. Who are you, my darling? I'm Ava. Ava Gardner. I'm Ava. Hello, she's so pretty. She says that she's done so much healing on the other side. This is Ava. Are you happy, Ava? Eventually, she's shown us her life in HollyWood. She had it hard. She had many marriages, many failed relationships. She was looking for love. It wasn't just happening with Marilyn, it was happening with many different people. She's shown us her beautiful dresses, and she struggled when she was younger, but then when she made the money in the film industry, and you're so beautiful, Ava. A complexion, guys. Oh, wow. And I'm smelling like that Chanel No. 5 smell. Actually, no, it's a French perfume that you wore. She's getting ready. She had hurt with Mickey. She's saying Mickey. She's looking after the children on the other side. She never had the experience to have children. I didn't. She just was looking for love. And back then you didn't live with people, you married people. It was hard. It was hard working on the road, hard working within films. Dirty old men, feeling, touching. We always knew you keep away. She's putting her lipstick on. And then I met Frank. She's seen 3 times. She thought 3rd time lucky, Frank. She loved Frank. Passion. He was so different. The parties, my darling, the parties. It was so wonderful. And she was not a girl for being quite loose. But she had a twin flame relationship. Was Frank? Is he there? Yeah. They meet up. Twin souls, twin flames. And when you meet, she says, when you meet your twin flame, you can be sexual with that right person, or soulmate. And he brought the fire out in her, the passion. And she said she was, is it okay to say this? Yeah, she's saying yes. She wants to tell people, I was raped. She said she was raped. There were some very bad people, dark people, with an energy about them. And she understands now, since she's gone back over to the spirit world, how this reptilian energy, what was never talked about back then, was never talked about. She's laughing. She's saying, yes, we had the radio show with the Mars attack, but nothing like the information now. It was somebody, it wasn't Frank. No, it wasn't Frank. Somebody did rape her. They did rape her. She, there was no help. And the amount of girls which were getting backstreet abortions, terrible. She's saying terrible. But she met Frank and he made her better. He helped her to be her again. She's doing that with her hands, and she's saying, I don't know if Mickey used to, there was some hitting, but she went through a lot to find that love. She never had children. I wanted children. I look after the children now. The children. She can't say names because of circumstances with the channeler, but you have a good idea, ladies and gentlemen, of what is going on within the industry. There is a clean-up taking place and a mass movement, and it will be new Hollywood, a new beginning. Freedom of speech. She's a little not jealous. I'm a little jealous, maybe. I would have wanted to be part of this, but I am doing my part. I am looking after the children. I never had that pleasure of holding that child in my arms, giving birth, holding that child. I look after many children. Traumatized children, we look after them. She's coming through very nurse-like now, nurse-like. I had all the glam, I had all the perfume, the best shoes, the best handbags, and the hairdressing salons. Mickey would make me laugh. But there's a bad man. Bad man, when Mickey left me one night in apartment blocks. Threats that I had the threats, and this runs through energies within soul energies, reborn, reincarnated into the same land. It is a clean-up that needs to take place. I loved Frank so much. My heart was broken when we parted. I wanted to do so much that I never got to fulfill everything. I wanted to write books. I wanted to teach and tell and talk about what was going on in Hollywood. I was also heartbroken over friends. I always felt different, ladies and gentlemen, and my way was to express within movies and be who I wanted to be. But each night when I went to bed, when I was not, I thought I was chasing the love by going with relationships, but I was really hurting inside. I lost my father. I never got over the pain, the suffering of the family unit. And I understand Louise. I lost a close sibling, young. Oh, bless her. Just coming in, dancing. What was it like? It was glam. It was everything that you could imagine. But behind the scenes was so scary. The parties, the men. You could not go to your room, to the ladies' restroom, the powder room. You had to go with someone else. My friend, she was in a relationship with a big mafia man. I loved her like a sister. She disappeared. She just disappeared. They are still running New York. They are still running the corporations. They are connected. It is not just in USA, Louise, ladies and gentlemen. This is across the globe. It is across the globe. I tried to end my life so many times. And Frank saved me. The passion, the romance, the love. He could not cope with my depression and my drinking. I suspected that he was having an affair. We broke. I never stopped loving him to the day I died on my deathbed. What I'm saying to you is, each and every one of you will experience, if you have not already, that special love. But just because you are meeting your twin soul, twin flame, soulmate, we are all reincarnated spirit beings, and we can all hold hurt and pain from this life and beyond. Frank had his problems, I had my problems. But he reminded me so much of my father, and he made me feel safe. We tried, I could not have a baby. I did lose a baby. I did lose a child. I could not carry. There is a mass movement, and great angels are taking place who are maneuvering in on your planet right now. They are working within organizations. I talk about angels. They are not from Earth. They are not from Earth. There is future organizations moving into Hollywood, New York City, Melbourne, London, all over the globe to take down this evil network. Watch for many who will come forward within the Hollywood industry who will speak of this. It is their life. Temptation, and many have sold their souls to the devil. It is something part of their soul being hungry. And it was back then, it was happening. It feels good to be with the children. She's shown us one of her favourite dresses in her wardrobe, and it was red. Frank did not like me wearing red lipstick. We used to go to this place for high tea. He's such a gentleman. Mickey never tread me like that. Frank tread me like a lady. Put my coat on. Stand up when I came into the room. Oh, the smoking. Oh, the smoking, darling, the smoking. He was always smoking. Oh, always smoking. He was such a sweetheart, and I let him down. We have made up, and we will have many more lives. Frank witnessed it too. The pain. I cannot tell you all what my husband went through. We broke. I was broken. My last days in bed, as my heart got weaker and weaker and I could not breathe. I dreamt of the young girl I was, with my red dress on, dancing, singing, acting, entertainment. We are the elementals. We are the angels and the elementals who came down to uplift and bring joy to humanity. And somehow it got twisted with the darkness of the snake. Greed, you see, it's greed. It's an imbalancement. But not all. Many will come forth. In the second and the third phase and the fourth and the fifth, and the Earth volunteers will bring joy and new entertainment into the film industry and beyond, and the music industry. Oh my, she's saying, oh my, the music. Definitely being manipulated, but the next music will not be by these great Earth volunteers. There was a movement with the Violet Indigo children, the Britney Spears age group. They were easily manipulated by fame. We were not. We had to work hard, dancing and working late nights. It was not easy then. As the greed set in into Hollywood, everything changed after the 80s, going into the 90s. There was a shift. All I'm going to say is there's more than Harvey and Weinstein. There's more. That it's their individual journey. Some may say, why would they do that? Why? How could they do that? How could they get away with that? Because they're being controlled. Attachments, negative attachments, holes in their aura through greed and addiction, selling their souls. And then it comes to a point where that does not work anymore. Where they want more than what the normal person would want. Watch for many child actors from the past to come forth. Watch for scandals. Watch for a movement. Children will sing. Joy will come. Mafia is everywhere. It is completely everywhere. Paying organisations, paying to get people to do what they want to do. Flags will rise. The flag, the United States of America, the flag will rise, the flag will fall. People will cry, they'll be on their knees. A new day will be dawn. And America will sing again. For he that loves the hero, understand there is a mobster connections, but not all bad. What you doing now, Ava? I'm spraying my perfume, Louise. I'm remembering. Silk night dress. The night I danced with Frank in the room of our honeymoon. With the champagne. It was the happiest of my life. I chased for love. I lost love. But now I'm back with love. We are all love. Everything is beautiful. Everything is so pure. There is more love than there is hatred. Hold on to that light. Just gorgeous fading through. We love you, Ava. She's smiling. She's shown us a ballroom. Oh my God, I'm seeing them. He's coming through. He's dancing with her. They've made up. They've made up. They made mistakes. They will try again. They're dancing together. We love you, Frank. He's smiling, he's laughing. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ava. Big names, she's shouting as she's going through into the light. Big names. The children will be saved on earth. Goodbye. This is Ava Gardner. Goodbye. 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 Thank you. Wow. Oh, God. Student Masters at 40th Street and Washington explosion fire. No way. Did you enjoy that, guys? Ava Gardner. There's just so much. There's some connection with New York tonight, and I don't know why I'm getting it. I could even smell her perfume. It was the most unusual, like a beautiful French perfume. I like French perfume. Whew. Something mafia related, isn't it? steeped, she said. It's steeped. Big things to come out. New York needs to be healed. I could see it looked like a dress, but she said it was a night dress, and it was cream, like silk, just like little straps, then flowing down. And like on the honeymoon, I could see him with his slippers and smoking a cigar. And it was like so romantic in this room, this big bed and that. There is some Hollywood stars now already speaking out. Tom Holland and Spider-Man also said Hollywood is dark. There's a lot more to come out. I think it's just there's been a fear with people. And it will be a new movement, and it will heal. And it's part of the healing process. That's what she was saying. I hope you enjoyed it tonight, guys. It was just, I never expected Ava Gardner. Oh my goodness. Oh God. I could see like a perfume bottle on a dressing table and that. Just amazing. Right, guys, I am off to make my jam and toast and my cup of tea. And I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow night. And watch for a looking glass coming. Probably be early next week. But I'll be posting Friday and Saturday if I is. I hope you enjoyed that, and good night, God bless, wherever you all are around the world. And may the force be with you all. Stay grounded, use your tiger's eye crystal. Don't try not get triggered. If things get too much, try to be around nature, get into your salt baths. If it's too hot, just having your salt scrubs in your shower. Burn your incense. Drink your water for people who are living in the heat, because I know there's a lot of heat out there in Europe and parts of the US and that. And stay safe. Try to stay out the midday sun if you can. But sunshine's good for you, you know what I mean? Not too much light, but vitamin D3. Watch for big things to unfold. Watch for a storm. But remember, there will be sunshine. And I'll not forget, I'll check that out, Mary. I'll get back to you tomorrow on that one. Good night, guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you all soon. Good night. Now, how do I get out of this? I'm going to go listen to some Frank Sinatra music.